So let's talk about the Opel Mokka X. It's a compact SUV. Press release makes a lot of noise about sort of young people wanting this kind of car, which I suppose so Opel have sold nearly 60,000 Mokkas globally, about 3,000 of them in South Africa. So a relatively good seller, and I kind of get why it's a good seller. It doesn't look bad. It's got a good looking car. Not quite in the league of Tiguan good looking, but a good looking SUV all the same. It's got that unmistakable German feel to it. It's like, it's really well built. It doesn't feel like tinny and plasticky and rubbish inside, and the ergonomics are great. This Mokka X comes with a 1.4 litre engine. It produces 103 kilowatts. So as a result, it drives really, really well. I really enjoy this little Mokka. You can get the Mokka with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed auto. This lovely car has a 6-speed manual in it. And as much as I hate manuals, it's surprisingly good. Clutch feels right, gear changes feel right, steering feels right, the ride feels right, the car looks right. Not right with this car. There's not much not to like here. So one of the cars the Mokka competes with is the Tiguan. The Tiguan is a much nicer car. Looks a lot nicer. It's got tons more luxury in it. But I'll be honest, at the price difference, the Tiguan is not worth an extra 200,000 Rand. The Tiguan's better, but it's not like 200,000 Rand better. Mokka costs just on 320,000 Rand. Tiguan with the R-Line kit and all the nice fancy bits run you a good 500,000 Rand. This is often the argument with cars, is like, this car is better than that car, and there's this huge price discrepancy, but is it like that much better? I mean, when one car costs double what another car costs, is that car twice as good? In this case, I can honestly say it's not. Getting good quality German engineering, while I love that Tiguan, it is a really, really good car. The Mokka is not that inferior. It's also a really well-connected car. So the interface you get here comes with CarPlay. You can pair your phone via Bluetooth. There's just some really, really cool tech happening inside this Opel as well. And then the real kicker for me in this car is, like, despite having a 1.4 litre engine, stuck in roadworks. And it's raining. Hey, the wipers work. Oh hey, it's got a cool armrest. Comes down. It's adjustable. Oh, only on this side. This is a comfy car. This is a really, really comfy car. So the lights are auto. They just came on. It's like really gloomy outside today. It's got climate control, dual climate control left and right. It's got an auto function, which is cool. It does start stop, which you can turn on and off. Mostly you just leave that alone because it's annoying. The dash looks pretty good. The seats are comfy. It's spacious in the back. The interior along the side here and on the dashboard has a piano black finish to it. And I'll never forget the very first car I ever saw that piano black finish in was on the steering insets of a Polo GTI. And I thought it was just so fancy. It looked really, really nice. And here we are in a reasonably priced compact SUV with the same bits in it. Oh, that's interesting. So the voice command is actually my phone picking up Siri. So the phone pairs with the car, and then when you use something like Siri, hey Siri, the car actually picks up on that. So it uses the speakers. It uses the speakers to then talk to your phone. So it uses the built-in, so it uses the car's microphone to communicate with your phone and give you really good audio quality. The one thing I do find a little bit annoying and irritating on this car, and I suppose it just comes from having driven like the cars that are twice the price. Controlling the screen in front of you is normally done on the steering wheel. So you just press up and down buttons, you navigate left and right. Volkswagen is particularly good at that interface. Opel have put it all on the indicator stalk behind the steering wheel. So you have a menu button, you can cycle through the menus, and then you have like a rotating knob to go through the various options. So far, according to this thing, since they dropped the car off, we have done 397 kilometers, and those 397 kilometers have used just more than half a tank of fuel, and that's giving us an average of 7 liters per 100. That's pretty good, actually. 7 liters per 100. They claim the car does 5.9. I've never gotten a car to do the manufacturer's claimed mileage, but 7's impressive. 7 is really good. So what they've managed to do with the Opel Mokka is build a good looking compact SUV that seems to have all the right bits in it. It drives really well, it's comfortable, handling is superb, power out of the 1.4 litre engine is really good at 103 kilowatts, yet they've managed to maintain really good fuel economy. That's like a win all round. And then they've pitched it at a price that makes it very affordable to people trying to get into this market. Alright, now we're rolling again. As I was saying, it's a really good little car. This armrest thing kind of really gets in the way when you're trying to change gears. I suppose if you're in 6th gear cruising on the open road. So it's not like wildly powerful. You're not going to burn out the tires and get to 88 miles an hour and go back to the future or anything crazy like that. But it just beats having like a sluggish 60 kilowatt car that's heavier than it should be and doesn't go anywhere. So like it gets to 80, 100 no problem, cruises there quite comfortably. 6th gear drops to below 2000 rpm, just does it so effortlessly. Steering is relatively direct as well, which is unusual for a car of this class. Normally they're drive by wire and a bit mushy, but this is good. This is a very, very sensible little car. Right, so let's try an overtaking maneuver. 4th gear, 2nd gear. See how effortless that is? So this is like a really useful car if you had a few kids. And by few, I mean like 2 kids. Because it does get a bit cramped when you have 3 kids. If you had 2 kids, you're running them around to sport and school, going away for the odd weekend. It's economical driving around town, it's comfortable on the open road, it's spacious enough to get the family in with a couple of bags on the back. Very versatile for a small compact SUV that won't break the bank. Well done Opel, well done. Thanks for watching, don't forget to click subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.